Hello everyone, a very welcome back to my channel. This is Hemali over here. Hope you're all doing fine. Thank you for liking my videos and subscribing to my channel. In today's video, I want to discuss about the importance of transits. I want to share my perspective on transits and why they are important, but they should not always be given 100% emphasis and trust, because there are two types of astrology. One is dynamic and the other one is static. So the transition of planets that's taking place is very much your dynamic astrology, and then you've got static astrology, which suggests that you have your planets already in place somewhere or the other, right? So like you got a whole birth chart, and there you have your Rahu in the 4th house, Ketu in the 10th house, Sun and Moon and all your 9 planets placed somewhere or the other, right? And that is your static astrology. So of course, what an astrologer does is that it sees an amalgamation of both, and there are so many things actually. It's not just these two things and done. There's Nadi astrology, there's a system of looking specifically into dashas, and there are different types of dashas like Vimshotri, which is seen quite often, but then there are more, and it doesn't end. There's Yogini dasha, which is specifically seen for personal life and some other events, and then the list goes on. But when we are talking about dynamic astrology, we need to consider that transition or movement of planets is affecting a lot of planets, right? In your static birth chart also, it's affecting the houses and the planets, and the transition that is taking place from your natal to your transit chart is affecting, and vice versa. So what I mean to say is that let's take the current example. Mars and Venus are transiting in the sign of Cancer. They're not exactly very closely conjunct to each other or co-joining each other, but they have co-joined each other in one of the houses in the sign of Cancer, and this sign of Cancer may be anywhere in your particular birth chart. Okay, now for an Aries ascendant, Cancer sign will fall in the 4th house. For a person with Taurus, Cancer is falling in the 3rd, and all the way till Pisces, it will change its house. So that house is being affected currently, where your Mars and Venus are transiting. But let's say a very important part where transition of planets or transit placements tell you that you cannot take everything 100%. Again, an amalgamation of both static and dynamic. What we have to do to see and a perfect to get the perfect prediction out of something. Okay, if you want to predict that this person is going through this thing, I'm 100% sure, then you can say that with an amalgamation of the two. And how we do that? Your Mars and Venus are transiting in transit dynamic in Cancer, but let's say your Cancer sign already holds some planets, like your Moon is already in Cancer, let's say your Venus is already in Cancer, or let's say some planet like Jupiter is in Cancer. Then what will happen? So in this case, the planet that's transiting over the natal planet is affecting not only the house and the significance, but the planet itself. And to impact, for one planet to impact and another is a whole new it's a whole different thing altogether. Okay, so that's why all Virgo ascendants in the world are not experiencing the same thing, but if you see their transit chart right now, it's the same for everyone. But they are not all Virgo ascendants or not all Aries ascendants are going through the same exact thing, and that is because there is something called as an amalgamation of both the two, right? So this is what I wanted to share with all of you, from like my understanding about transits and why they should be seen as a whole rather than just seeing just, you know, like okay, Mars and Venus are transiting into the sign of Cancer, and currently where in which, because moon changes its sign every 2.5 days, so you're not going to look at the position of moon because it's very very liquid, very movable planet. One day this, one day that, you cannot. But there are people, like, let's say the Ketu is currently transiting in the sign of Libra, and Libra as a zodiac sign is a sign of relationships, and now currently Venus is in the sign of Cancer. So anybody currently, no matter where a Ketu is sitting, Ketu being in the sign of Libra currently, if it's going over some planet, then it's definitely having an impact. But let's say if it's an empty house and just your Ketu is sitting in the sign of Libra and that's it, done. So well and good. You're not just going to look at that. Now you're going to see the dignity of the planet which rules the sign of Libra, that is Venus. And then you go and check Venus, and then you see that Venus is in the sign of Cancer, which is a watery sign. So currently, if any relationship is blossoming, if any relationship is not going well, and if any relationship at all has some potential or has only deterioration written from here on, whatever the situation or circumstances, it's based on emotions, and either it's emotional blossoming of things, or either it's emotional deterioration of things going on. And that's how you just like understand and you analyze it. But you cannot be like this, that okay, this is the thing, so I know that this is going on for everyone in the world. We cannot say that, and we cannot predict things like that, and that's not how astrology is done. So with this, I end this short video on my take on transits, understanding of dynamic and static astrology, an amalgamation of both, and how to look at the transit charts. Thank you so much for watching. You can subscribe to my channel and definitely like this video if you found it helpful. Share it with people who are studying astrology, and see you soon in the next video.